What's up, insiders? This video is for my business owners and roofers who like to procrastinate. You know what you have to do. You've read that book, you've heard that talk, you listen to that podcast year after year after year. You go to the conferences, you attend classes, you go back to your cave, to your office, to your garage, and you just don't do crap about it. This video is about 5 things that you should be doing, that you already know you should be doing. There's no tomorrow, there's no next year, just gotta do it. Start doing it today. You will never be perfect, you will never be ready. These 5 things are not negotiable if you wanna run successful roofing business in 2022. Let's go. You've heard me talk about it all the time. Not only me, but most companies that I bring on this channel, most successful companies, if not all successful companies, are doing it. Number 1, you should be making videos. You already know it. I talk to people all the time, like, Dimitri, I'm not good in front of a camera. Why do I need the videos? Like, listen, it's not about you, it's about consumer. What's the last time you read a book? We don't read anymore. When's the last time you read a blog? We don't do that, but we consume a lot of videos. If you're an expert in any field, show me, prove to me. I want to meet you before I meet you. I want to get to know you before I get to know you. Your website should have a video. You should have at least 1 or 2 YouTube videos. So if I Google your name, type it up, like whether your door knocked at my property, if you came to me or cold call, I want to know who I'm dealing with. You know you should be doing the videos. You know people will be Googling your name or your company name. What's your excuse? There's no excuse. It doesn't have to be professional. You don't have to be me. You don't have to become a YouTuber. This is your digital business card online. You have to introduce yourself to people in your email signature, in your, like, everywhere you go, guys. There's no way you're going to be successful 5 years from now if you don't invest in videos today. Number 2, track your numbers. You know you should know your closing rate. You know you should know your acquisition cost. The reason you don't know it because you have this limited self-belief that you're bad at math, because you did not like algebra in school, because you don't like calculating and going through it. Listen, if you don't like numbers, you don't like business, because business is all about numbers, not about hard work. I'm sorry to break your heart, but roofing business, it's not about roofing trade. There's a trade part of it, but if you want to be successful in business, you have to track your numbers. If I call you in the middle of the night, you should know your acquisition cost. You should know your closing rate. You should know all your major KPIs. I've made a lot of videos about KPIs. I'm going to put them in the description below. You have to have at least 7 numbers that you have to know all the time. Your average ticket, your cost per lead, your cost per job. All of that, you have to know it. Number 3, create manuals. What's the last time you created a piece of paper with instruction for your employee? Have you ever trained your receptionist how to answer your phone call? Or you were like so many other roofers, Jenny, I'm gonna pay you $17 an hour, answer phone call. Hello, this is, and she talks for 10 minutes about weather and what high school she went to with a homeowner. You have to train her. I remember I went to one of my competition, sales coach guru, and I remember this girl answering phone calls. Her job was to cold call clients. And I asked her, do you have questions? Do you have manual? Have you ever been trained? She wasn't. She did not know what she was doing. You could see it in her eyes. Write manual. What's the last time you created a manual for your sales rep? Or you just giving him a lead, giving him folder, giving him product to sell. We sell owings corner and go sell them and freelance it pretty much. You're not gonna scale anything if you don't sit down and you don't create manual, repeatable, something that, you know, not only one person can do, but 5 people can do. Otherwise, you're gonna be like everyone else. You're gonna be spinning your wheels, wasting time, and will never know what's going on in your business. Number 4, you have to review financials. So many business owners don't want to look at the statements, don't want to look at the profit loss. We're delusional. We hope that we have money in the bank. We hope that at the end of the day, somehow, by some miracle, everything will balance out and we will be profitable. And that's why so many go broke. You cannot make educated business decisions if you're not reviewing your financials. Look at your income, look at your cost, look at your spendings, look at your advertising, your overhead, look at everything that's happening in your business. I'm telling you right now, reviewing financials is one of the crucial activities of the business owners. You should know your numbers as far as KPI goes, but you also should know what's happening in your bank. I remember when I was running a roofing company, I would have $250,000 on my bank account, $250,000. Temptation is there. Oh, I'm rich. I have money in my bank account. Gonna go buy me a new car. Can't do. I would call my accountant and like, hey, Janet, can you tell me how much I have according to QuickBooks? She's like, Dmitry, you have $10,000. Bummer. I'm gonna work harder. But if I would go and spend, guess what? I would be in big trouble. And the last one, consider rebranding. So many people have this limited self-belief and we think so much about us. Just because you've been in business for 10 years does not mean that you have a brand. I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm gonna tell you what your manufacturer will not tell you, supplier will not tell you. I'm gonna tell you your name sucks. People will not remember that name. It's not memorable, it's not clickable. You're losing a lot of business because you have a bad name. It's not catchy. You're no different than 3,000 other roofers. If you're in front of me at the right time, at the right moment, I might do business with you, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna Google and you're like, oh, look at this, like so original, so cool. Gotta call this guy. We just came back from Roof Tiger in Chicago, 2.6 million in first year in business. Once you see that brand on a highway, on a building, once you met the person in person, you will not forget them. Roof Tiger is there for the rest of times. Beautiful name, very catchy. Monarch Roofing, another one. Apple Roofing is another one. I can give you example, Roofmatic in North Carolina. Example after example after example of good, clean names where you see it and you're like, wow. We'll see people who've been doing it for 10 years. They know it all. They don't need to change. Why would I change my name because people know my brand? No, they don't. They don't. They don't even know the branding name. Nobody remembers who did their roof 5 years ago. They might know your personal name. They might give you money and you think you made it. You didn't. If you want a lot of business, consider rebranding. Facebook just rebranded. Why? Everybody's like, wow, Facebook is changing. I mean, they have many reasons, but if companies like Facebook rebranding to something like Meta because it's their message, it's their big goal. I mean, everybody knows Facebook. If you would have Facebook, you would never even consider rebranding, but Meta is here. And we all follow, and it's a huge, huge statement from one of the biggest companies in the world. So learn from companies like Facebook. It's never too late to rebrand. And if you have bad name, you will spend way too much on marketing. And it's one of the biggest expenses that you have. I'm just trying to save you money. I'm not trying to prove my point. I'm not trying to prove to you that I know something you don't. I'm just telling you, I work with hundreds of roofers and I go to offices of the most successful one. Those who have amazing names spend least amount of money on marketing. Everybody wants to know how to get leads, how to get jobs, where to advertise. Those companies who did rebranding or brand themselves really well don't have that problem. They don't have those questions. They ask questions like, where do I find employees? What market should I open in? They're running $30-40 million companies and it looks like they're growing on steroids. And they keep tweaking their process, but they have all of this. 5. Look Eustace Roofing. They make videos, they track their numbers, they create manuals, they actually rebranded it. Their company a few years ago changed logo and everything. Now it looks modern and cool. They definitely review their financial. Up to you what you're gonna do. I did not make this video to make you feel bad about yourself. I wanna be your coach. If you don't have the drive, the discipline to do it yourself, think about coach at the gym. Some people just wake up in the morning like myself. We don't need the motivation. We just go and we work hard and we get stuff done. I'm like that in marketing. Nobody kicks my butt to create YouTube videos. Nobody kicks my butt to write articles, to think about next video. I am disciplined, but I understand that some of you might not, and you need a mentor, coach, someone who will kick your butt and will make you accountable. I would like to be that person in your life. If you need help with any of this, if you need help make videos, I will come to you. Go to roofing-school.com, check out what we offer. We're the most affordable school in the industry. We're trying to help as many people as possible. Our goal is to rebrand 100 companies this year. 100. We're about 20% in. Every single day, my team designing logos, designing branding stuff like vehicle wraps. We manage YouTube channels. We train people how to make videos, and we'll make videos for them. All of that information is on our website. Comment below what you think. Comment below if I did talk about you today. Comment below if you procrastinating on this. I want to hear from you. I read all my comments and I reply to most of them. Ask me a question and I'll see you guys in the next video.